Did you know some butlers make $150,000 per year, being in charge of a wealthy household, working 69 hours per week? Butlers these days can take trips around the world and live in mansions. On this episode of Luxury Land, we dive into the life of the modern billionaire's butler. And maybe by the end, you'll have decided that being a butler may be the life for you. By the way, if you're new to the land, please hit that subscribe button to go from visitor to Luxury Land owner. And if you love luxury, please hit that like button so that we can continue to inspire you by bringing you the luxury content you deserve. Over time, the job description of a butler has, let's say, evolved. These days, they work like assistants, doing errands, grocery trips, making household budgets, scheduling appointments, and taking over the boss's cell phone when they're not available. The French invented the butler, but Americans made the butler, if you know what I mean. The International Guild of Professional Butlers, which sounds like a group of assassins, estimates that there are a few million butlers across the world, with a surge of butlers during the 2010s, and Swiss butlers are most likely to be successful at the craft. Who would have thought? The modern butler may even double as a chef or a bodyguard and must have good management skills. They must also be patient and very discreet. Butlers see a lot of unmentionable horrors, but if they want to keep their job, they can't go blabbing to all their friends about it. Some will get gifts for loyalty, like the butler who received the Mercedes-Benz SL for his 3-year anniversary. And of course, there are schools for this. You don't just become the Michael Jordan of butlers without being in the butler gym putting up butler shots. You have to apply to school and pay for an 8-week course, which is $15,000 in the US. But in the British Butler Academy, you can start a course for just $2,700. Why anyone would take thousands of dollars to go to Butler School is beyond me, but to each his own. Or if you want the best training in the world, you can go to the International Butler Academy, located just south of the Netherlands. The academy is 80,000 square feet and offers 135 rooms as a training ground. The students learn first-class butling, personal assisting, and house managing in a castle environment. So you're really in the butler trenches. Students also get accustomed to handling fine china to get the students used to the luxury lifestyles their bosses will live. All the academy's instructors used to be butlers as well, and they teach their students how to open wine and champagne and how to pack your employer bags properly. In the academy, there's also interior yacht crew training for butlers and for people who have the urge to buttle on the side for parties and events. Students are also being trained to work in China more and more, where butlers with English accents are becoming all the rage with the super rich Chinese. A special school has been set up in China for this reason, and more locations are set to come. It's said that the popularity is due to the show Downtown Abbey. I don't watch the show, but maybe you do and can make the connection? Let me know in the comments. In the West, a rookie butler apprentices and starts at $40,000 per year. But in the East, a butler will make $60,000 per year and within 5 to 6 years can hit 6 figures. The top butlers can earn up to $150,000 per year plus benefits. In China, a foreign butler is worth much more than a Chinese one. An Anglo butler will receive an average of $50,000 per year, while a Chinese one may receive only $300 per month. I personally feel like this is because foreign people will pay top dollar to have a Western man serving them. It might do something for their self-worth or ego, I don't know. Okay, so why should anyone be a butler? What's the reason? What are the perks? A few perks are security and a place to live, a chance to travel the world, and a chance to spend time on luxury yachts. Some employers give weekends off, and some employers will pay extra for a British accent. And I personally feel like that is because rich Americans want to feel like we have the best. We want the top-of-the-line Lambos, clothes, and we perceive the British butler as the best model butler. Kinda sick, really. The butler job also comes with job security because the field is in high demand. If you leave a job, you'll find another in just 2 weeks. There are some downsides, however. Most butlers work 14 hours a day, 6 days a week, and some work 24/7. As a butler, you have to blend into the background like an armchair and have no visible tattoos or jewelry. You're also expected to have neat hair and clipped nails, along with cleaned and pressed uniforms. A good butler must have great communication skills and say "my pleasure" instead of "you're welcome." He must delete his social media accounts so you'll never see a butler influencer on TikTok. And most importantly, they have to keep their mouth shut about their boss's business. They must never react with anger, even if you have to follow your boss around and fan his butt every time he farts. You can't leave work for personal emergencies. Your personal life is on the back burner. These days, butlers tend to have backgrounds in PR, the military, and sports management. These men have a particular set of skills that allow them to excel at the job and be better than everyone else at it. In summary, a billionaire's butler must be patient and positive. You also have to take pride in your work, even when it seems like you may be unappreciated. Does this sound like you? Then you may have what it takes to join the butler ranks of the world, my friend. And maybe one day you can be like Gary Williams, the richest butler in the world. He's worth $2.2 million and is now the principal of some Butler School somewhere. Maybe that could be you one day. What do you think? Would you ever become a butler? If so, for what price? Let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, click a video on the screen to watch something you haven't seen. And thanks for visiting Luxuryland.